Robin's not going to back down, and I'm going to support her every step of the way.
Would it be appropriate for me to make a statement? Because I'm more than happy to stand up for her.
I may take you up on that.
That sounds like a good idea, but it will only open the door for Lisa to bring in other staff members to make statements as well. And a lot of people have seen Robin go off on Lisa.
Well, you're the chief trustee. You'll be running the meeting. If you see you're getting too upset, then you can cut it short.
I'll look out for Robin in every way possible, but the board knows that we're friends. So I have to be fair to Lisa, and like it or not, there's no proof that Lisa has done anything to Robin. She also has a lucrative practice here. Robin's more on the research side. The board takes a look at all that stuff.
Lisa brings in more money for the hospital.
Yeah, but Lisa's insane. How's that going to look for the hospital long term?
She passed her psych evaluation with flying colors. The board won't deny that either. We also can't appear to conspire to protect Robin in any way.
I always get so damn turned around in this hospital. Dr. Patterson's office, is it on this floor?
Dr. Patterson's office is down that corridor to the right.
Thank you. I've missed this post-op checkup twice, and I don't want to screw it up a third time.
Well, you better not. You're in pretty bad shape after you got shot.
Yeah. Listen, I wanted to say something to you before this, but thank you for not turning me in for trying to influence you during Sonny's murder trial.
Don't worry about it. The jury turned out to be completely irrelevant anyway.
Yeah. Well, I was out of line, though. I could have gotten you into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, you push too much because you care so much. And I wish other people understood that way of thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thanks.
Okay. To the right.
Thank you.
Run a security detail, that's fine, but otherwise I got things to do.
Brenda's security detail will be adversely affected if her bodyguard can't maintain a professional detachment.
Well, I'm not a bodyguard, for one thing. I'm a cop. Jasper Jacks requested that I guard Brenda, and the department complied.
And is Mr. Jacks aware of your emotional bond with Brenda?
You are reading way too much into this situation.
Look, I've worked with Brenda a long time. I know that she is nice to the men who guard her. But from what I just saw over at Jason's, what you two said and didn't say to each other, I think you're more than just a cop doing guard duty.
You know, I see that you fancy yourself as a perceptive person, but you couldn't be more far off in this case.
You've put your life on the line for her more than once.
So was Jason a bunch of times. Was he part of this too?
Brenda and Jason don't hate each other as much as they think. But when she was deathly ill in Africa, it wasn't Jason she was calling out for. It was you.
What do you want to hear from me? That I had a crush on her? Of course I did. Every cop who was working for her did. She's beautiful. But I didn't think, A, that she remembered me, or B, that she would have any feelings for me of any kind.
So that's a story you're sticking with.
Yeah, even I know that a supermodel has zero interest in a cop who opens doors for her.
You know, Sonny, I really like getting this little, glimpse into the middle of your life. Of course, I knew you so well when we were growing up, and I know you now. But everything that happened in the middle was always kind of a mystery to me.
Well, you're probably better off. Because when I left Bencherners to go to the Paradise Lounge, was not my finest hour. I was going down the wrong road. And I didn't know at the time that when they shut down the Paradise Lounge that it would be the best thing for me, because I was right in position to take over for Frank Smith when he died.
Right.
It's the first time I got a taste of serious money, real power.
Right. Forced to be reckoned with, as they say.
And Brenda was with me through all that. And then we lived in this like apartment over Luke's club, right? It was quite the setup. I mean, right now it just seems like it's cliche, but it was probably the best place I ever lived.
I can see it right now. I see some shiny sheets, a lot of smoked glass, black leather, little chrome.
Yeah, chrome everywhere. So much chrome that if you looked at it, it would blind you. And then it had like a dimmer for the lights to set the mood, right? Candles and all that kind of stuff.
Sweet.
It's very slick, because I was pretty slick when I was young.
Yeah, You're so pretty slick.
Brenda saw right through all that. You know, she wanted the best for me. She expected me to have more. Basically, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be who I am.
We just had so much fun. You and Sunny and me and Stone.
I know. We did. The good times definitely outweighed the bad times.
Yeah. I think that's why it's so easy for me to romanticize Stone, you know, because we didn't have time to experience the bad.
Yeah.
We didn't have to make any hard choices because, well, the biggest one was made for us, so all there was left to do was have fun and love each other. Do you remember our first double date when we lied to my Uncle Mac and then we went to Sunny's apartment?
We were cool then.
We were.
We were cool then.
And I started drinking, and I remember Sunny didn't say anything.
And Sunny cooked, and the food was ridiculous.
It was. And then he sent Stone on some errand in the middle of the night to the post office. I mean, it's so obvious now what was happening, but I was clueless back then.
You guys fell for that? That was so cute, because that was his big plan for me. He always has a big plan for me.
And do you remember the night that Luke's Club opened? It was like everyone in Port Charles was there.
Yeah, and what happened to Luke's Club?
Luke apparently trashed the place, and then there was a fire.
And what happened to Sunny's old apartment?
The building's still standing, but I don't know, I think it's gutted.
He always loved that apartment, you know? He said he'd never leave it. I guess he did.
It's kind of sad when you think about it. You know, it's like a memorial to a time when all of us were really happy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't really have anything to say to you right now.
I'd like to know about your connection with Dante Falconeri. I know you met him in 2007 when he was guarding you. A fact that neither of you saw fit to tell anyone, which in itself speaks volumes.
Does anyone in this town know the definition of personal boundaries? I don't want to be questioned about Dante because it's absurd. Sonny is Dante's father.
What does that have to do with anything?